Here's a twist. Watch this video, and then let's talk about it.
New developments tonight in the mysterious shooting in Carthage, North Carolina, outside a U.S. Army Special Forces residence, involving an elite U.S. soldier and two Chechen males who immigrated from Russia.
All right, so far we have a U.S. Special Operations soldier that was involved in a shooting with a Russian immigrant.
And I'm told both were here illegally.
And now you're telling me that they're illegal?
An Army colonel reported an altercation with a possible trespasser near his home. The individual was reportedly taking photos near the colonel's home with a telephoto lens under a power line in a wooded area.
So this Russian illegal immigrant was taking photos of this Special Operations colonel at his house?
Daryev was reported to have been working as a subcontractor for Utilities One. At the time of the incident, Daryev was not in possession of any utility equipment, utility clothing, or identification.
Now you're telling me that he was working as a subcontractor for a utility company, but he didn't have any ID or any kind of a utility vest on him?
The company's vice president of fulfillment and infrastructure is from Russia as well. Founded in 2016 by a young CEO from Moldova, according to its website, provides, quote, infrastructure solutions for telecommunications providers, electric and gas utilities, wireless carriers, and the technology deployment sector.
So the utility company that hired this immigrant incorporated by a Russian immigrant who specializes in everything. And of course, by everything, I mean everything that doesn't actually tell you what he specializes in.
Who founded the firm 3 years after moving to the U.S. and working as a dishwasher and selling ice in Alaska.
Okay, this has to be some kind of a joke. So you're telling me that this guy who founded this company was selling ice in Alaska? Because I've really always had a hard time finding ice in Alaska. I tell you, it's nowhere to be found.
Fox News has reached out repeatedly to Utilities One. All calls go directly to voicemail, and our emails have gone unanswered.
And you're telling me that you haven't been able to make contact with the company that is responsible for spying on U.S. soldiers? Shocking.
A fight ensued, shots were fired, and the alleged trespasser died.
It sounds like this illegal immigrant just played a game of fuck around and find out with one of the world's most trained killers. And then he got unalived by this special operator who's probably seen more combat in the last 6 months than this immigrant has ever seen in his entire life. But you're right, nothing about this sounds suspicious at all. A Russian immigrant who was here illegally, who was employed by a company that was also founded by a Russian immigrant who specializes in things that are very closely related to surveillance, was surrounding a U.S. Special Forces operator's house and taking photos. Nothing about that sounds suspicious to me at all. We don't have anything to worry about. It's all going to be taken care of.